Oh my God, you guys! I finally found something that I can do with all of my cucumbers. Check this out. I've been using this Vevor alcohol distiller to make hydrosol and essential oils. And my newest idea is to make cucumber hydrosol from my out of control cucumber harvest. It's a highly prized ingredient in beauty products. And if you want to have your own cucumber hydrosol that you can use to make your own beauty products, then this is the way to do it, folks. It's super easy. All you have to do is modify a vegetable steamer with some stainless steel screws. Then you can do a steam distillation inside of your Vevor alcohol distiller too. I'm really excited to check it out and to see what kind of volume that we get out of doing a steam distillation with our cucumbers to get a cucumber hydrosol. So let's get to it, you guys. I'm so excited. Cucumber hydrosol is used in beauty products because of their properties. So cucumbers have a cooling property, which is great for making things like soothing sunburn creams or even just a soothing sunburn spritz. They're also great astringents. So they're used as facial toners, oily skin, and acne because they shrink large pores. Now, cucumbers are also anti-inflammatory, making them great for things like a tired eye compress for tired, puffy eyes. And then all those three properties, cooling, astringent, and anti-inflammatory, make it a great addition to a recipe for a rosacea cream, for example. Cucumbers also have an anti-aging property that's used in beauty products for preventing wrinkles. So cucumbers in all have a lot of great properties that can be used to create really awesome beauty products. Okay, everybody, so we're getting ready to do our cucumber hydrosol, and the first thing that we need to do is get our modified vegetable steamer into the alcohol distiller. I modified this vegetable steamer using 3-inch stainless steel bolts with 2 nuts on either side to hold it to the vegetable steamer. I also used a drill to make these holes bigger so that the bolts could go through the holes. And I put the bolts upside down so that the head of the bolt is at the base of the leg. Put that in there. I'm able to put just over 4 liters of water and have the water just be a little bit above the vegetable steamer, and that's going to be okay for the cucumber hydrosol. Let's get those cucumbers in there and we can turn the heat on, and then we can start getting everything else attached while the still is heating up. Okay, so we're going to turn the heat on now. So we'll put the thermometer in. And the outflow tubing for the condenser. Both of these have washers that we're going to be putting on the outside of the lid. This prevents any leaking from happening. If there's any steam coming out from your seals, then you need to turn it off and then retighten your seals. Okay, so once that's together, you can give it a little tightening with the wrench. These are already starting to get kind of hot, so I'm just using the wrench to tighten that down. So the next step is we need to get the water into the condenser and into the reservoir. All the vapors are going to enter in here. They're going to travel through this copper tubing and then out the back of the condensing unit. And that just takes a teeny little bit of a twist with your wrench there. Okay, so now we've got the water in the reservoir, the water in the condensing unit. We've got the heat on there, and we're gonna start listening for when a hydrosol starts to come out. It's a very distinctive sound, kind of like a drumming that happens inside of the outlet tube. I use the silicone tubing that came with the Vevor still to collect hydrosols. What I have found with turning the condensing unit on is that you have to turn the outlet on first and then turn the pump on, because it'll kind of form a vacuum that prevents the outlet tube from releasing the water. Now, once you have a flow established with the pump and the outflow tubing, then you can go ahead and adjust the water level so that the coil is completely submerged underwater, and then adjust the valves so that the inflow and the outflow are equal to each other and that water level stays the same. Monitoring the water level in the condensing unit throughout the distillation process is necessary, because these little valves are really hard to adjust, and even though you'll feel like the water level's not changing, all of a sudden you'll hear the water squirting from the inflow valve, or you'll hear the water overflowing and dripping onto the counter. So it's a good idea to always monitor that. Temperature's starting to rise a little bit there. We're getting up to 150 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Celsius. We're going to be taking it to around 200 degrees. That's when we'll start hearing that thumping sound coming out of this outflow tubing from the condenser. In here we have our pump that is hooked up to the top, and then the output is from the bottom, and I can adjust the flow using these valve stems, and it's very difficult to get it exactly perfect, so you can play with it as the level goes up and down. Eventually you'll get a level that is good. Here mine's about to overflow, so I'm going to open it up to lower that level a little bit, and then I'll close it just a tad to try to reach that spot where I don't have to touch it anymore. And then that should be good. Looks like the temperature has gone up considerably, so we should start hearing that noise. There it is, our first drops of cucumber hydrosol coming out through the tubing there. We'll get a big spill in just a sec. There we go. All right. So just like all of our other hydrosols, we start getting production at about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And there it is, the hydrosol. And here you can see the hydrosol coming out from the condenser. And it goes down through that tubing right into our gallon jug. Pretty cool, huh guys? So far, in just the first few minutes, we've got a nice little puddle forming. Smells like cucumbers. So here I'm not using the separation funnel because I'm not looking to separate any essential oil from the hydrosol. I'm just looking to use the hydrosol in various recipes for skincare. But the hydrosol can also be used straight for things like sunburns and for cooling off on a hot day, or even for retaining moisture in your skin. I personally am going to use it for my aging skin and see how it works on that. So drop a comment and let me know what you're going to use it for. If If you like this video and you want to learn more about how to use your still for different things, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified when I make new videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.